Do you remember where you were when you heard the news? Guns N' Roses, back together again. After decades of public feuds, bitter interviews, and statements that made it crystal clear that reunion would never happen. Axl Rose, Slash, and Duff McKagan were about to step on stage together, side by side, just like the old days. But the world doubted it. Fans, hardened by years of broken promises and baseless rumors, didn't believe it. And they had every reason not to. Since the 90s, the relationship between Axl and Slash had been defined by one word: war. For years, Axl said that bringing Slash back to Guns would be like inviting cancer back into your body. And Slash, in turn, claimed there's no coming back, no conversation, and no more Guns N' Roses as I knew it. It was as if they had buried each other with guitars still tuned. But then, something changed. The year was 2016, and behind closed doors, a secret negotiation was quietly taking shape. Managers, lawyers, concert promoters, months of meetings, contracts revised, million-dollar clauses discussed line by line. But above all, an emotional agreement was needed. Not about money, but about silence. For this tour to happen, egos had to step off the stage. And the past for a brief moment had to stay in the wings. The name they chose was almost a message to the fans. Not in this lifetime, tour. A reference to the famous phrase Axl once said when asked if he'd ever play with Slash again. Not in this lifetime, he answered. Well, that lifetime had finally arrived. The official announcement came in January 2016. Few believed it, many doubted it, but the tickets vanished. Within 24 hours, the first shows were completely sold out. The tour began with surprise gigs in small clubs like the legendary Troubadour, where it all began in the 80s. But it quickly evolved into sold-out stadiums across the globe. For 3 years, from 2016 to 2019, Guns N' Roses stormed the planet like an electric hurricane. Over 158 shows in 41 countries. Cities that never imagined seeing the original trio back together were now witnessing history live. But the most unbelievable part wasn't the reunion. It was the outcome. Not in This Lifetime became the third highest grossing tour in rock history, only behind U2 and Ed Sheeran. It raked in $584.2 million, according to Billboard Box Score, not including merch, streaming, royalties, or the rebirth of their old catalog. And you know what's ironic? Many of those who mocked the idea in the beginning were the first to rush and buy tickets. Because that tour wasn't just a concert. It was a reckoning with the past. An impossible reunion turned into a spectacle. Slash, with his eternal top hat and blazing solos. Duff steady as a rock on bass. And Axl, even with all the criticism, the highs and lows, delivering with the energy of someone who never truly left the stage. Together, they prove that some stories are so big that neither time nor pride can truly end them. And in the end, what was supposed to be a temporary reunion became something greater. They're still playing, side by side. Because maybe the real fortune from this tour wasn't the $500 million, but the fact that, against all odds, the impossible happened. And it worked.